Hi everybody, welcome. This reading is for Pisces. We're going to get started today by pulling a couple of oracle cards and a fortune-telling card just to see what the advice, problem, and outcome will be. Then we'll move into a 10-card tarot spread to tie it all together. So thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting below, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of your love and support. Okay. Let's see what's going on for the Pisces collective. So we have two cards coming out. A couple of them fell on the floor, but we'll leave those for later. We've got the Dove card, which says, be peace. We also have Chameleon Spirit, which says, act as if. So I do believe the advice here is to be the voice of reason, to kind of adapt to what is appropriate in the situation. Try not to stand out too much. You know, it's better for you to kind of blend in at this time and listen is what I'm getting. Because only through listening can we have peace on earth, you know, or in your situation. So let's see what situation this revolves around. We'll look at the issue or problem or whatever is influencing this advice. We have thoughts coming through from the Kipper deck. So the issue or the problem might be that you have a lot of thoughts in regards to perhaps a commitment between you and another person, or the relationship in general. It doesn't have to be marriage, but maybe you and another individual are bonded through contract or bonded through blood. And it may feel like you have to get along, but it's difficult. Or one person may be really stuck in their head, or maybe both of you are stuck in your head. It's saying be peaceful, act as if. So kind of, you know, listen, understand, adapt. There's room for you to have a new perspective in this situation without losing, you know, your ground, or without essentially gaslighting yourself, you know? The outcome is versatility. This is going to show how powerful you are. The symbol represents a zigzag and symbolizes adaptability and dynamism. I can't pronounce that. Dynamism. Life's path is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. So I was saying this is your ability to adapt with that chameleon spirit, and that's what this card's all about. Adapting and doing it in a very productive, intelligent way. You know, maybe an extra level of care is involved in this dynamic, or required. You may have many different thoughts. Maybe your other person has many different thoughts about a situation. And you might have to kind of skirt around certain thoughts or certain issues and highlight what you want to focus on, and perhaps just hold space for things that may be triggering for you. We have the Chariot reversed. That's when you don't expect things to go a certain way. That's when the plan has to be revised, when you have to take a new direction. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Some type of financial situation may have gone in a direction you never expected or anticipated, Pisces. Maybe it involves a big sum of money or a career. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, there's definitely money here. Something didn't go the way you wanted it to go or anticipated, so you have to adapt. You have to focus on your stability, your independence, which I see you doing as the Queen of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck. But let's keep going. In the past, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so a big life change, a big life event, a twist in fate, Princess of Wands in the distant past. Interesting. I feel like the past is telling you that you were much younger, or maybe this happened to you in the early stages of a job or the early stages of a career, where all of a sudden your financial situation took a turn that you didn't expect. You have big dreams, Pisces. You had assumed a lot about what would be in store for you, and the Wheel of Fortune has kind of turned that upside down, in a good way. It's almost as if things had gone the way that you planned or envisioned, that it would have just blocked a major blessing in your life, a blessing that was meant to come later down the road. It's almost as if the resources you expected to have at a certain stage in your life didn't come in, or didn't match up to par with what you expected it to. But then those resources eventually come in whatever way it's supposed to. And then you're now able to value certain things. You have different values, different morals, different desires that need to be met. And perhaps plan for your future in a new way. Now, in the future position is the Four of Wands reversed. I'm hearing the words making room for something more. Making room for a relationship, maybe making room for an expansion in your career, or making room for a child in your life, or for some big blessing, basically. We have the Ten of Pentacles representing you. So I know what I'm talking about in this reading. It's definitely talking about, long-term success, abundance, money. We have the Nine of Pentacles above the Ten of Pentacles. It's also a family card next to the Four of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. It can represent starting a family, starting a different generation. There could have been relationships in your life that have gone in a direction you didn't expect them to go, and you had to be independent, you had to be strong, you had to adapt, and perhaps you thought that things would work out, or you'd be able to build upon or work towards specific relationships or goals at an earlier time in your life, but try not to overthink this, Pisces, because now is the time for these riches to be experienced. We have the Two of Wands in the Fears and Desires position. And the outcome is the Five of Cups. With the Tower reversed underneath the bottom of the deck. Well, the Five of Cups talks about loss, grief, emotional upheaval, and The Two of Wands talks about making a decision in that emotional state. It's in the outcome position. It's almost as if the dream that you had built your goals and aspirations around is reviving. No, this is what I'm getting. It's almost so overwhelming emotionally that there's grief attached to it that you never even realized you had. But some beautiful blessings are coming into your life, Pisces, at a later date. And that later date is now, like these things that you've always wanted to have, like connection with family or connection with a lover, or starting your own family, or having that career, having that stability, having that money. These things are all piling up in your life now because you made decisions to adapt. You remained peaceful throughout your life. And the outcome is so overwhelming because a doorway is opening up here in your life into a much more abundant chapter. This is shocking because it seems to kind of come together in the blink of an eye. How is that possible? Just watch how events fall into place, Pisces. We'll go through the individual card pairings. 12-12 on the clock. We have the Chariot reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. Delays, detours, directions you never thought you'd ever go in. Success in different ways than you'd ever thought would happen. Difficulty, a rocky, bumpy road. A longer path than you expected to take. With the Four of Wands being in the future, it doesn't mean that your dreams and goals, you'll never reach that milestone. It's just saying that the milestone hasn't been reached yet. The dream hasn't been fully realized just yet. But it's all falling into place. Because it wasn't the right time for you to receive the stability. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. You didn't have the right skill set or the right life experience in order to handle the big blessing that wants to come in. I mean, all of the top financial cards in the whole deck are all together in one spot. The Wheel of Fortune is here, highlighting that abundance. It's just doesn't mean you're going to be like filthy rich. Maybe some of you will be, I don't know, but it's just kind of saying how it's been quite the journey, and now it's all falling into place. The Ace of Pentacles reversed and the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Some things you're not meant to work on alone. Some things you're not meant to do on your own. And I feel like you've learned that lesson. So maybe that's why this is all coming into your life now. Abundance doesn't have to be money. It can just be, it can be love. Uh, it can be a full spectrum of blessings, you know? The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune is what moves things. It's when our situation changes. It's when, in the recent past, you've noticed a shift. Things are starting to turn in your favor. And certain parts of your past dreams are starting to come back into your life, and you're seeing only the shadow aspects of them right now because that's what you had to work through. But the light is shifting brighter and brighter in these areas of your life. The Two of Wands is kind of just showing that you've made the right decisions along the way that have unlocked a beautiful pathway for yourself. The Princess of Wands and the Five of Cups is kind of like saying, that inner child is so excited, so underfed even. Yeah, it's like you had to grow up really fast, Pisces, and that inner child had to, put on an act and grow and adapt and change, and this is an opportunity to, come into that power, but also there is a sense of like emotional release because the inner child is finally seeing some of its dreams come true, which is beautiful. Okay, that's what I've got for your reading. Super positive. They're not always that way. All right, take care.